You know that kind of pain. The one that feels like it will never go away. That heavy sadness. That tight feeling in your chest. That fear that holds you still. Just breathe. Because time doesn't erase everything, but it softens the edges. It teaches us how to keep going. How to live, even with the scars. How to grow. How to heal. It's not fast. It's not easy. But it happens, little by little. What hurts so much today will become just a memory. And that memory will no longer control you. Time may not fix everything, but it gives you space to breathe, to feel, to let go. So hold on. You're stronger than you think. Heal with time. But listen, no one ever said it would be easy. Taking care of your mind, your heart, your wounds at its heart. It takes time. It requires patience and faith. Faith in God always. Because sometimes what hurts the most isn't just what happened. It's the silence that came after. The lack of answers. That one why that keeps echoing in your head with no explanation. Still, you wake up. You get up. You keep going. With pain, with tiredness. But you go. Because stopping sometimes hurts more than continuing. That's where strength lives. Not in a life without pain, but in living even when it hurts. Some days will feel like going backwards. Others will just feel heavy. But even on those days, something inside you is shifting. Quietly, slowly, it's moving. You don't need to rush. You don't need to explain. The pain you carry is yours. Only you know how deep it goes. Still, even in the middle of the storm, something wants to grow. A kind memory, a peaceful thought, a silent prayer. Or maybe it's just the fact that you're still here, still trying to feel better, trying to breathe, trying to believe, and that already says a lot. It means you're strong. It means you haven't given up. And God sees that, even when nobody claps, even when no one knows what it costs you. Sometimes all we need is quiet, just to hear what our heart is saying. And even hurt, the heart whispers, it will pass. You'll make it. Keep going, and you do. Because deep down, you know, time doesn't erase everything, but it transforms. Pain turns into wisdom. Sadness becomes gentler. The empty space becomes sacred ground. You start to heal. The wound doesn't sting the same. The tears come less often. You smile, and this time without guilt. It happens slowly, without warning, in the middle of an ordinary day. And that moment will come. You may not see it now, but it's growing inside you, little by little, day by day, because God works in silence, in His time, in His way. So breathe, stay firm, keep walking. God and time, they're not done. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where your healing needs you to be. There's no perfect pace, no exact time when it's all supposed to feel better. Sometimes healing is just waking up and doing your best. Sometimes it's resting. Sometimes it's crying, and sometimes it's smiling for no reason at all. Everything you're feeling, and it's valid. The highs, the lows, the confusion, the hope. It's all part of it. You're learning how to be gentle with yourself, and that's something powerful. Because the truth is, healing isn't about forgetting. It's about remembering without pain. It's about breathing deeply, even when you're unsure. It's about trusting that God is still writing your story. And He is, even when it feels slow, even when it's quiet, even when the answers haven't come. He's working in places you can't see, in the silence, in the waiting. So if today feels heavy, don't be ashamed of it. Don't run from it. Just take it with you. And walk slowly if you need to. Rest if you must. Pause if your heart asks for it. But don't give up. You've already survived so much. And that matters. You've been through moments you thought you wouldn't survive. But look, you're still here, still standing, still breathing, still growing. That strength? That's not luck. That's grace. God's grace carrying you. Even when your legs felt too weak. Even when your voice broke. Even when no one understood. So don't worry if it's taking time. Don't worry if it's not a straight line. The important thing is, you haven't stopped. You've kept going. And slowly, that quiet hope is growing back inside of you. Not loud, not rushed, but real. You'll notice it one day. The way you breathe deeper, the way you laugh easier, the way peace comes in small moments. And when that happens, you'll know you're not who you were. You're becoming something stronger, softer, wiser. And you didn't rush it. You honored the process. You gave space for God to work. And He's not done yet. And now take a moment. Look at how far you've come. You've walked through pain that felt unbearable. You've stood in silence when your heart was screaming. You've held on even when everything inside you wanted to let go. That's not weakness. That's strength. The kind of strength that doesn't shout, but endures. That chooses to believe, even when it can't see the outcome. Maybe you didn't have all the answers. Maybe you still don't, but you stayed. You kept going. You kept praying. And that matters more than you know. Because healing isn't just about feeling better. It's about becoming better. Becoming more aware, more patient, more grounded, more full of grace. You've grown in silence. You've rebuilt in the dark. And now there's light again. Not loud or blinding, but soft, gentle, real. And it's coming from you. You've learned to rest without guilt, to feel without shame, to trust without needing control. You've learned that healing is not a straight line. It's a path filled with pauses, steps backward, and quiet victories. You've seen that time alone isn't the healer. God is, time only gives space. But God is the one who touches the wound, the one who knows the depth of your soul, the one who whispered, "Keep going," when no one else even noticed you were struggling. And because of that, you're here, still breathing, still standing, still soft-hearted, and stronger than ever. So now, take this moment to breathe, to let go of what no longer serves you, to thank God, not because it was easy, but because you were never truly alone. You were carried through every dark valley, through every night you couldn't sleep, through every "I can't take this anymore," that you survived anyway. God was there, and He still is. This is not the end, but it is a new beginning, a chapter where you walk lighter, with peace in your chest, with clarity in your steps, with faith that doesn't shake so easily. You've healed, not perfectly, but honestly, fully, and that's enough. Now go, live with tenderness, speak with kindness, give love freely, and never forget. You are proof that light lives after the storm. That faith is real. That healing happens. And most of all, that with God, there's always a way forward. Always.